get this pin off, it stood out. Get this one right here. What I need to do first is block the holes, the exhaust ports up. And to do that, I'm going to use some rag. I'll find some, there we are. There we go. And trust me, I don't like doing this kind of stuff, but when you got to, haven't you? I need some scissors with me. I haven't got any scissors in here. Just 4 bits of cloth. Then you need to get them wet. Damp your cloths, get them wet, because you don't want them burning whilst in there, because that won't be very fun. But what it's doing is stopping the blobs of weld from getting in the exhaust ports, line on top of your shims, valve heads and all that stuff. You don't want anything like that to happen. So by doing this, getting them wet, getting them nice and damp, will stop any, well, hopefully stop most of the burning. Just using a spray bottle full of water and a bit of soap. Now normally when I break stuff like this at work, break a stud at work or something like that, I get one of the lads weld a nut on for me, but I haven't got that option at the moment because everyone's on lockdown, so I can't really I don't really want to drop the engine out just for that, to take it work so you can have a go. Try to get a bit more rag. No, that didn't work. People have used paper towel for this, but I think that's a bit more flammable than cotton, isn't it, really? I'll put that one quite in. I don't want to get too close to the weld where I'm welding. No, if it'll go in. Now what I'm going to do is clean off the offender, get it nice and shiny, well, better than it was. Bugger. Because you want to get a nice hot weld on that. And also where you're going to clamp the earth for the welder. Right there. Got earth on that. Now put this back in. I'm going to weight that, I think. Earth clamp. nice little 150 amp welder. We'll put it on 5 medium wire speed. I'll turn the gas on. Bit of gas, never hurt anyone. Now what you need to do is here, make sure it's air properly. Close your eyes. Right. There we are. And then you get your nuts that you're putting on. It'd be better if it was a bit oversized, so you can get a decent lot of a weld in there. Right, that should go in. And now you fill the gap up there, tack it in. What's happened here? Oh, got stuck. Where's my mask? I'll put my mask now. Interesting gas here. Right, let's go. Right, let it cool down a bit. It's gone nice cherry red. And now I just want to cool it down a little bit. While we're waiting for that, just to make sure your rag's in, because you might break off. I'm going to turn the gas off because it's one of them blighters. And now what I'm going to do is move the clamp. I'll move that as well. See if it'll just crack. Now it's going to snap off, that is. Right, what I'm going to do here then, put my rag back in. Clamp it on again, and weld the other side of the other side of the nut. So come from the top, and weld on this bit here. Come round and weld underneath. Oh, I think that's got it, you know. Oh. I think that'll have it. Now I'll just let that cool down. Ever so slightly. We'll have another go. Has it got it now, Tanny? Just pulling the weld off. See, this always happens to me. give it another go. No, I'm not very confident anymore. But hopefully this will work. I get a nice bubble weld again. Same again on top. Come round here. Right, I reckon that should do it. He says, famous last words. Be the last bit of weld I do on it now. I think the next one after this will be drilling it. So I don't really want to drill it. I'll try to get some stud extractors on it. Come on. Ah, that's it. I think I might have got it, you know, I don't know. It moved anyway. Christ, that is stuck in there, isn't it? It's getting bigger effort on. I didn't really want to use a socket, but I'm going to have to now. Lift some of this stuff out the way. Right, now let's go for it. I don't think it's got it. Full toe. Christ, that is in there. Yeah, as you can see, it's just cracked. It's cut the top off it again. Snap the top off it again. That's annoying. That was my last nut. Options. Right, let's talk through. Welcome back. Bottom one to come out. This is the steering head bearing. Now where's my cloth? I'll just clean it up. I'll show you why I've changed this. So, the steering head bearing, as you can see there's some shiny bits. The shiny bits there, they're all round where the ball bearings were. It's because it's been tightened up too much and it's just squashed against them, so I can feel where they've been as well as see them. They've embedded themselves, not too much because this is quite hard, embedding themselves in the race. Now I've put my new ones in the freezer, just the races. Bearings are still here, I haven't put them on yet. I've taken my front end to work, that's why it's off. Got the bolt for the header off. They're the new ones. As you can see, there's a new that's my son playing on his motorbike or mower, one of the two. And and the wife's outside exercising. And that's just got to wind them in a bit more. Obviously that one, that one, that one. I need to get a new stud for there. This here, where this is. I forgot to do that, so I'll get a new one. All I did was drill it. You'll see in the previous video. Link here. And this is just normal studs, same size and everything. So I'll tighten them in and put the headers back on after I've cleaned all this up, because I need to do that. And it's a good idea to have something under the headstock when you're taking the bottom bearing out, because that can be a right pain, and it will, especially when it's on a jack, it might wobble all over the place. So that's that. Oh, that's off a car I did. Mother-in-law's. So on my mother-in-law's car, coil had broke, spark plugs were knackered, battery's dud, and the intake manifold's bossed. So that's something else I've got to do in my time off. I've got to do this on my car, yeah, it's compression testing. I'm going to take the top one out, but I won't do that until the new ones are nicely frozen up, so I can take the axle stand from underneath it. And while the axle stand's there, I'll put the radiator on, which also here I've had cleaned up a little bit. It's still crap there. I'm still thinking a new one. New rear pads come. Some new studs for the front the calipers. This is the shroud for the fan that I painted in another video which I mentioned. What else is there? Started polishing these up. Thought I'd have a go at this, but no, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to get a metal polish because this isn't really touching it. Just clean dirt off, that is. I've got torque settings here. I'll go through them. If you need them, this is for the ZX9R E2. That was fun. Right, the next job is, oh, that's another thing. Got the bottom bit of the bearing off. The bottom race for the bearing on the steering stem.
got them off. I got that pin out. I'm waiting on new ones. Clean these up a bit. This is all at work. I didn't fancy taking my camera there. I'm not doing anything with that. I'm going to leave that as it is. Clean it up a bit. And while I'm here, I'm going to put I'll put that down there, the cover, the dust shield for that first, because I normally forget. I want to change the fork oil. It's 27mm there, and you have to reset the adjusters. So I'll show you that in another video. What else do I want to do today? Oh, bit of a mess. Just been busy. New wheel bearings, and also I clean these up because these are floating discs. Well, they're meant to be. These are solid. I don't know what floating discs feel like, but I'm going to have a go at cleaning these up. to change the fork oil on the bike, what I'm going to do is put my clamp back on and just clamp it up to hold the stanchions themselves, just to stop them from twisting while I'm turning the tops of the forks out. Just twisting it a bit. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is just tighten them up. To help with the gripping. Just empty the old oil into here. Coolant. That's the old coolant. Disposed of. All this will be taken into the proper area to dispose of it. And there's a 27mm, but I can't find the socket for that, so I'm just going to use my adjustable spanner. That wasn't very tight, I think I undid that one at work. This is one I haven't undone. This is why I should have done them on the bike. There we are. Just tight enough. Right, now there's a spring in here, which is slightly compressed. Should pop up to about there or something, I reckons. It's always the problem with these bloody adjustables, isn't it? You can't always get them back on first time. There we go. Just doing that, just in case it pops all the way up. I've got something to catch it with then. Put it down there so you can see the oil coming out. That's dead interesting. Well, if it's going to take that long, I think I might leave it draining. Now you're not going to drain it all out, but the seals and bushes are fine in these, so I don't need to drain it all out. You know what? I'm actually going to take these off, this clamp off now. So let the stanchion go down. Drain the oil out a lot better. Take the pin out as well, eh? The axle pin. Always put your bushes but spaces back on the right way. There we are. Now that there's a spacer. I think all the oil must be out now. Just a bit of a pumping action, it gets it out a bit more. I know this isn't the proper way of doing it, but it works. That's one, I'm happy with that. The second one. Like I say, most of my videos I'm not a how-to. I'm no bike mechanic, I'm just a van mechanic. Nope, it's green. I'm sure it's meant to be purple. It might be different for other bikes and whatnot, I don't know. Now there is a drain hole there. Big Allen key, but I haven't got that size Allen key. So all I'm doing is this way, and also I don't think I've got the tool that'll go down there to hold it in place. Right, my fork oil is over here. I think. Isn't. Something I should have found first, really. Where's that gone then? Oh, it is over there. My bad. Right, let's see how much it has. After oil change, this has 455 millilitres. And this contains 1 litre. So 455 millilitres is there. I just need my funnel. I can remember where that is. Here. This is going to be joyful. Need a small funnel. Just about get that in now. So this is SVR10. Which is high performance suspension fluid. Now this is what was recommended, and it's purple. That's half of it in. Not quite. There we are. Now that's one done. So now for the second one, better mark that up first. First one's done. Second one. Straight down to 100 ml. Right. Not accurate at all, but it's the only thing I got to do with it. So I'll get a few complaints, maybe. Especially on Facebook. Oh. I'll get people going, "That's not all you do." It says to me, and it's worked. You hear all the air bubbles coming out. There we are. Another one done. Again, I'm going to move this up and down. Oh! That'll do. And when I clamp these on, when I put these back on the back, I will readjust the top properly. What's happening? So that's that done. There's my trees up there. That's that. Don't need that.